Sitting in traffic's not fun. I'll be sitting till the end of the sun. Sitting in traffic all day. I'll be sitting till the frogs turn gay. Yeah. No, I'm just totally kidding. I mean, this traffic though, this is some bullshit. This is Austin. Why are you like this? I moved from LA to get away from traffic, only for Austin to get. It still, believe it or not, the traffic in LA is way worse still. But this Austin traffic is no joke. Is this Friday? I'm like, what happened? I'm hoping something happened. It's just regular Friday traffic. Because this is crazy. I'm on the I-35 frontage road. That's another video. These frontage roads, man. I mean, I love them. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I like the fact sometimes you can use them to avoid traffic, but then if I miss a stop, I gotta drive like 5 miles and turn back around. Where in LA, if you miss something, you can just pull over, go to the middle lane, and turn back around, and you're right there. So, anyway, yeah. So this measles outbreak. Somebody just sent me an article showing that there's a measles outbreak in Sudan, and they were vaccinated. And it's funny because you read the article, they're like, oh, well, maybe the vaccines weren't like refrigerated properly. Really? Is that the case for all the other countries where there are measles outbreaks? Is that the case for here when there are measles outbreaks and people are vaccinated? They're such full of shit. Darn it. My camera, my little stand's getting kind of screwy. I guess I gotta hold it for a minute. So anyway, yeah. So I just, of course, you know, and the thing I hate about when these outbreaks happen in third world, if anybody has any questions, they make all these people sound stupid and primitive. Oh, stupid brown people. You don't know better. You don't know science. Go back to your witchcraft and your demonry. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's, you know, that's kind of like the attitude that they have. How dare you question the gods of science? The gods of science. We give you this Jesus stick called a vaccine, and we stick it in you. It's supposed to make you better. It's smarter than anything God could have created. They're so fucking arrogant. I hate them so much. So I'm just going to be putting a list in the links of all the outbreaks that I've collected in fully vaccinated people. And most of them have been on the measles, but I've talked about this in other videos. One of the most compelling ones to me is ZheJiangProvence in China, and they have a 99.9% measles compliance rate. And this is like, I think it was from 2009 to 2015. They had about 700 measles outbreaks alone, just from those years. I don't know what has been recorded since then. And then you look at Japan, they have an optional measles vaccine, so not everybody gets the vaccine. They don't get the MMR. They stopped giving the MMR because of side effects. So they have less autism rates. And for those of you who don't know, the MMR is a measles, mumps, and rubella. We get it in America. We get it all in one shot. Merck has a patent on that shot. And then, you know, another thing I was talking about the other day is my friend and I were talking about like the mumps outbreaks and how they're just keeping that quiet. They're just keeping that quiet, like what happened on the Navy ship and with all the college outbreaks that have been going on. Because I think if they start talking about that, it's going to lead people to the lawsuit that's going on right now with Merck, where 2 virologists were told to spike their results with rabbit's bloods because the efficacy for the mumps was not working. So they couldn't get it to, by their own standards with how they measure titers, they couldn't even get it to say that get it to show that the mumps vaccine actually showed efficacy. So they were told to just spike the results with rabbit's blood to make it appear like it's working. And they were like, thank God that we still have honest people around, because they were like, hell no, yeah. And I think either they just went to sue them, or they got fired because they wouldn't do it, and then they sued, something like that. But this is gonna be awesome, because this is about to go to jury. This has been going on for 5 years now, so they still haven't, like, you know, finished the case, and that's gonna be beautiful when that happens. And then Merck owns a patent for MMR, Gardasil, And what's the other one? The shingles vaccine. I don't know, I forgot what it's called. Anyway, this class action suit, they found a loophole where you can actually sue them for it. Now, you can't sue the pharmaceutical industry regularly if you get injured by a vaccine. In America, different countries have different rules, but there's definitely a class action suit going on for the shingles vaccine, because they're advertising the shingle vaccines is actually giving people the shingles. So I think there have been a couple of deaths too because of it. So a lot of people die from Gardasil, you know. So I just don't, at this point, people that are kind of like, they're like on the fence, it would behoove you to not be lazy and do some research, because now they're trying to force this shit on us. And I'm gonna be coming out, I know there are people that are mad that I'm talking about this, I don't care. Okay, and there's people that are happy I'm talking about this as well, but it's getting very controversial now. They are censoring people and shadow banning people that talk about this. So people that are talking about this really don't care about their subscribers or, you know, how much money they make. They really want to get the word out there, because this shit's getting real. So just, you know, think about the common sense questions. Why would they fine people $2,000 a day for not getting vaccinated? I think New York is a beta test. They're trying to see what they can get away with, right? And jail people for not getting vaccinated. If vaccines work, right? If they work, then people that should get vaccinated should be fine, and people that don't get vaccinated, it's their prerogative whether they want to or not, and it shouldn't affect other people. But I can't believe people are falling for this whole, like, if you don't get your vaccines, then mine don't work. You're stupid. Then why are you getting vaccinated in the first place? Seriously. And now they're having all these outbreaks with people the majority of people are vaccinated. So then, you know, they keep raising the herd immunity rate. You know, first, this is what they do. Like, first it was like, oh, it was like 65%. Now it's like 70%. Now it's like 98%. Now it's like, when is it going to be enough? When is it going to be enough? What are they going to do when everybody gets vaccinated and they're still having outbreaks? Oh, wait, by that time, most of the population would be autistic, so they won't be complaining. They'll just be lining up to get their, you know, Jesus poke that's going to that's going to devolve them, because by that time people won't be able to speak out, because they'll be mute from all the brain damage that they've gotten from vaccines. You know, I'm just saying. So I was talking to somebody the other day. He's just like, yeah, I don't even tell people, because now there are people there, you know, this whole thing too, that there are some people too that know about vaccines that are you know, lay people, and they're just like, let them get vaccinated, because, you know, they're calling the population. And I'm not that. I try not to be that person. I think it's gonna happen just because, you know, there's some people that have egos that are so big that they'd rather die. They'd rather their children die than to admit that they were wrong about something. And it's sad. I feel bad for those people. I feel bad for those people's families. But, you know, I don't really know what else to say at this point, because to me, there's so much science against vaccines and the efficacy and the safety of them. There's so much history that points toward how bad they were, and how much history was deliberately erased and you know, diverted to make people, you know, think that vaccines were good. And it's easy to find if you want to, but if you're, you know, I don't really know. I mean, I know that I have people that want to learn, and they want to listen. That's why I guess I continue to talk about it, and I'm going to continue until they just pull the plug. But at this point, you know, I get people in the comments that are like, oh, it's incredibly funny how stupid anti-vaxxers are. I'm like, yeah, man, it looks like you've had all of your vaccines, right? You got all of them, didn't you? All of them. Yeah. And it's always somebody that's overweight or underweight, or like, you know, green skin, or like, you know, don't act like you don't got no kidney problems with those circles around your eyes. Like, they have some health problems. And these people that don't really, I think they're people that want to take a stand for their health and they don't know. But people that vehemently, who are like obviously unhealthy and they vehemently will not take a stand for their health, those are always the people. All right, so I'm like, I don't, you know, I think I'm pretty healthy, you know. Like, I had a guy, this is fucking Jeff Holiday, that, you know, went after me and April for talking about vaccines, and I was like, if that dude looks like if he sneezed on me, he'd give me cancer. Okay, why do people even take him seriously? And I see some of the people in this comment section, I'm like, they're like wasting away. They're gross. They eat like fucking Cheetos like morning, noon, and night, and fucking, you know, like Monster drinks. You know, those things are so bad. Those things are rotting your core from the inside out. Yet I'm gonna take advice from you about how vaccines are, like, you know, are God's gift to man. Like, fuck off. Like, I'm seriously, I'm not even, like, I can't. I wish this was like wine or something. It's water. What if this was like vodka and I'm driving? Like, hey kids. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I just, I'm gonna leave these links showing all of the, you know, I just want to say I really appreciate the people. I had somebody who was like, oh, I can't give you money. I was like, girl or guy, I don't know if it's a girl or guy. I was like, don't even worry about it, because I was doing this before I even monetized YouTube, before I was even had a Patreon. Me and April, we were truthing. We've been truthing since 2011, okay? So we were doing this before we even were able to make a lot of money. So, I mean, yes, it's great. It helps when people donate. Oh, I should promote the store. Go get some artwork on the store, like at truthertalk.com. I'm so bad at that. But, you know, it's not about that. I appreciate, you know, I love it when you guys send me things. I love your encouragement, because, like I said, I am like, I get frustrated, but I also am I'm very grateful, and I'm very happy, because I feel like the tide is turning. Because I remember a few years ago, we couldn't even talk about this without like disabling the comments. So I'm just happy to be talking about this without psycho people coming and like threaten to kill me and rape me, because that's what happened when I would first talk about vaccines. Okay. So when I get somebody that's like, oh, you know, you got me looking into vaccination, I will cry. Okay. I mean, because that's all I want. I want people to be empowered. I don't want people to be bullied. This guy is going to kill me because I'm trying to get over. Come on, move up. He's giving me like the stink eye right now in back of me. He's like cursing me out with his eyes. Oh my God. Please let me over. Oh, move up. Come on, car, come on. I don't want to honk. Okay, the light's about to turn green. This guy's like cursing. He's not cursing me out with his mouth, but I could see the look in his eyes. He's like, bitch, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's frustrated. This traffic is crazy. And thank you. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I really appreciate that. You know, I like I said, I've had people to disown me and not want to be friends, or just shun me, or think I'm like out of my mind. And then I've had some friends, like my friend just did it. She looked into what I was saying, and she didn't vaccinate her boy, and she has like the smartest, cutest little boy. And it's funny because she's about to open up a school, like a private school, like a private preschool, and she works at one now, but she's about to open up one. And she's just like, I look at these kids and something is wrong with them. Like something is wrong with them. Like they're mentally unstable. They're like, they have learning disabilities. And she was like, it has to be, a large part of it has to be the vaccines. Because I see this now, especially now that what I know what to look for. She's just like, this is insane. I'm so glad I didn't vaccinate my child. And I'm just like, I want to cry. I have another friend, she's spacing them out, but I'm just like, all right, well, if you, like, they still can't, like, grasp that no vaccines are good, but I really appreciate the fact, and she's doing stuff with, like, Ayurveda to kind of detox and stuff, even if they get vaccines, but I'm just like, you know, I appreciate that. No. This guy wants to clean my window. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's my rant for today. All right, I'm gonna leave those links in the section. I want to arm you guys with information, because the more information you have, the less people can coerce you and make you feel guilty, and the more stupid you can make them look, because they're stupid. They're just running off of sound bites and fear. So the more educated you are, knowledge is power, y'all. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace and love. Bye bye.